this tutorial on how to draw a realistic eye. However, a lot of time has passed and I became a better artist. So here is an updated version with better art. Step 1. Find a reference. I found my reference on an Instagram artist help page. Speaking of Instagram, you guys should follow me there. Super important step. If you want to draw an eye as realistic as possible, use a grid. You can either draw a grid on your reference digitally or print out your reference and draw a grid directly on it. Then draw the same grid on your drawing paper. Use the grid to help you plot out a sketch. After this, lightly erase your sketch. We're going to start on drawing the iris. To start, use your darker colors to shade the outside of the iris, the top and bottom. According to your reference, some spots will have more shadows and be darker. Color in your pupil. The edge of the pupil bleeding into the iris will be darker. After adding your shadows, start using the same colors to color lines from the pupil to the edge of the iris. Then start to build up these lines with lighter colors. In this specific reference, there is some lighter color outside of the pupil, so I will use lighter colors in this area. Some parts of the pupil aren't as defined as other parts of the drawing. Blend out this area a little more. For the highlights, blend out some of the main colors of the iris by using a lighter color or white. Some parts of the highlights will have a sharper edge than other parts. When adding highlights, don't forget to add shadows from the eyelashes. This takes your drawing to a new level. IDK what this part of the eye is called, but it's the white area surrounding the pupil. Oh, it's called the sclera. Now your parents can't say you are procrastinating because you just learned a new bio term. Contradictory to what I just said, the sclera is not actually pure white. There are a lot of gray shadows in the sclera. The shadows typically are around the outer and inner corners of the sclera as well as the top and bottom. Because of the structure of an eye, the color from the pupil blends into the sclera, so I always blend those colors out a little bit. Use some red shades to draw very light lines in the sclera. This will be the veins. Unbeknownst to me, my phone was not recording for the entire duration when I was coloring the skin surrounding the eye. Curse you limited storage. Sigh despite the lack of footage. I still have some tips that I used when coloring in the skin. It is actually quite simple. All you do is use darker shades in the shadows and blend them out with your lighter shades. Some eyes have more red undertones, so you can lightly color red and then blend it out. The waterline is very important. It is different from the skin and it is important to draw it for the eye to look realistic. The waterline is lighter than the skin and has more peach tones. Use a peach and white. For the thing at the top, yes, that thing, use a darker version of the color you used for the waterline. Don't use as much white when you color and use a darker color. This is literally the worst part. It's horrible, it's hard, and it's stressful, but it won't be as stressful if you follow these steps. If you just draw them harshly, then the eyelashes will not look natural. Eyelashes curve away from the face. This makes the eyelashes pop. And don't go too heavy or light. Follow this diagram. Draw more eyelashes towards the outer edges. Don't forget to cross the eyelashes. They can go in different directions and can cross over. They especially do this for the bottom eyelashes. The bottom eyelashes are also lighter. And those are all of my tips. I hope this video helps you. Please note that there are many different styles for drawing eyes, and there is no right way for how to draw an eye. This is just my style. Also, I am not a professional artist. I am just a 15-year-old girl who loves to draw. Have fun drawing.